mad as hell. And you know what the worst thing is when you have no one to blame but yourself.
I do think that's a healthier option than blaming everybody else. Right? Don't most people just say it's everyone else?
I can't do that though, because I'm not capable of like lying that much. You know what I mean? It's like, well, if you're gonna scream about it, you have to examine it. And if you examine it, then you realize it's you,
right?
Bitch, you know?
I think most drag queens would take the road more traveled, which is, we hear this all the time from our colleagues. Everything in my life is wrong because of
A, B, and C, and D.
My managers, my agents, the network, my fans, and my manager.
No, this
like,
is
whatever,
like,
you know?
this is the opposite thing. It's like, I know it's bad because I know it's me because I know I did it.
Right.
And then it makes it worse.
It's the black mold.
It's the black mold. It's the black diarrhea. I got fucking food poisoning the other day to add insult to injury.
What gotcha?
Blueberries.
Full of antioxidants.
Blueberries.
Where'd you get the blueberries from? Let's put the store on blast.
Ralph's.
Okay.
Did not wash them berries.
You didn't wash
Did not wash them berries. And ate a whole thing of them. They were so delicious.
Right.
I could not believe how delicious they were. I was like, this is too good to be true.
What's that extra flavor? Feces.
It's E. coli.
Disease. Yeah.
E. coli in the berries. And then what did she do? Oh, she blew ass for like 15 minutes straight. And then she went to puking. Oh, she went to retching and hollering and screaming and sweating and screaming and clutching and retching and vomiting and puking. And every single thing that went into her little teenage body was up in that toilet.
What, have you had food poisoning before?
Never.
It's, girl, can I tell you something? It sucks.
It was, yeah. And you said, you were just saying that you would not wish this upon your worst enemy. I 100% agree.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
No.
I mean, you're not just puking. Your body's shaking.
Yeah.
Your
Pain.
head, your
Pain.
full body.
Pain.
You feel poisoned.
Pain.
And you are shitting, which sucks. I would rather shit my brains out than puke.
Yeah, no shit.
The puking is awful.
I didn't get much of the end, the poopy end. I got all the mouth.
Puking. And your eyes are bloodshot enough.
Yeah.
We don't need puking.
I didn't need more burst blood vessels in my life.
One time, Gelson's in West Hollywood, I got some avocado, like a guacamole avocado spread for some pita chips on one of my health kicks. Immediate. Throwing up. It was, and it comes on real food poisoning hits so fast, so hard. You go from that's weird to like.
I was very confused about it because I woke up at 3 a.m. and I was like, oh God, I feel so weird. Ooh, I feel so weird. I felt like that, it's like, you know, when you start to salivate and you're going to throw, it's like your body's prepping to throw up.
Sure.
I was like, oh God, this is weird. This is weird. Cause I haven't thrown up in forever. I never get sick that way. Like stomach sick or whatever. Cause I don't drink, you know what I mean? And so like, the vomiting thing is like really not a part of my lifestyle. Anyways, oh my God, it was horrible. It was horrible. And then didn't eat anything for a day and a half.
Are you at the rental?
Yes.
You have a rental now?
No, I was in my gutted fucking piece of shit condo.
So you're puking in the bathroom
with no shower,
the gutted walls and no shower?
Yeah, no shower. And thank God for Andrew because he was like, he took me from, I barfed all over the rental. And then I found the welcome, one of the bath mats that today, it was covered in fucking blueberry puke. Disgusting.
Oh, that's a very bright, colorful puke.
It was blue.
And it's going to like look blue on shit.
It was purple and blue and so stainy.
Oh,
so stainy.
No.
Blueberry stainy. Yeah. Oh my God, it was horrible. And then.
But what about the antioxidants?
But the thing is I can't tell you how delicious these blueberries were.
They were good. Would you do it all over again?
No, I went into the fridge and I had another case of them. I was like, don't do it, Jackie.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if I did it and then did it all over again?
To be honest, well, it could be that you didn't rinse them, which I also forget to do.
Yeah.
And I know that's bad because people have told me, oh, you're eating feces.
Right, E. coli. But so, okay. Well, I'm never going to eat blueberries again in my life.
Right.
That's just it. And I don't think I'm ever going to eat food from the grocery store either.
How long did it go on for?
The puking and the pain went on for 24 hours. And then was followed by the most bizarre window of non-living, a day and a half of nothing.
You lose a day.
I didn't even know who I was, where I was, or what I was doing because I wasn't eating, I wasn't drinking, and I wasn't moving.
Won't pick up the phone.
I was literally just like this.
Yeah,
I was the
I
dad
know.
wrote Strangers in Candy. I was like,
Did you watch TV?
no.
Oh yeah.
I lost a day and a half.
When you're that sick, even TV is nauseating.
It was
everything
it hurt
too much.
Yeah,
I know.
couldn't go up and down the stairs. I was going to like get hot. I get freezing. So like I'm sweating in 3 layers of clothes, and I'm just like literally Gwyneth Paltrow in Contagion the whole time. Day and a half. Didn't go to the bathroom.
Wait a minute.
Didn't go to the bathroom. No fluids coming in or out. Nothing.
Did you poop?
No. I can't remember the last time I pooped, to be quite honest.
Did you go big potty?
I haven't gone big potty in quite a while.
Dang.
Day and a half, nothing. Literally just coming out of the fog right now, like.
You're back. Well, you look good.
No, I look horrible.
You look
This background.
you look alive. You look
I am
youthful.
alive.
I'm really sorry you got food poisoning. It fucking sucks.
It sucks. It's horrible. I hope nobody has to do it. I hope I'm the last person on earth who ever has to do it.
When I got the first time I really remember getting it was during the Donald's first presidency. And I remember thinking, wow, this is so bad. I wouldn't even wish this on the Donald. Somebody I really am not a fan.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I remember thinking, wow, if I won't want this person to get it, it's bad.
It's bad. It's horrible. It's horrible.
It's like a hangover on crack.
Yeah.
But and also, if you're really food poisoned, the stomach twisting, aching, like you're not just nauseous. It's like
There was
pain.
there's nothing in there, and it was, I swear to God, it was distended.
Bloated.
Distended and hugely bloated. And I was this,
What about these videos of people coming out of colonoscopies just blowing?
moaning.
Yeah.
Andrew's driving me back to my
He's
apartment.
driving you?
Yeah,
I wouldn't let somebody see me if I was that sick.
Oh, no. It was like, I was like, you have to help me. I was like, help me. And he was so nice. And he drove me from the thing to the thing. And I was like, the whole time, I was like, how am I not going to puke? And I was like,
Right.
horrible. The Terrifier.
You know, when I was at Disney, I got a little bit of motion sickness. So I kind of had the same thing.
Tell me
I
about
did see
your
people
Disneyland
run around
adventure.
with those Band-Aids. The motion sickness back of the neck Band-Aid things.
Dramamine?
I guess it's like a motion sickness patch.
From
People
what?
get it on the back
From
of the
what? What do you get motion sickness from in Disney World?
rides, I guess.
But then why are you going on rides?
Some people want to do the rides, but they get sick. You want to do the ride until you do the ride, and then you're sick. You get sick from the motion. Motion sickness.
Well, I watched the Final Destination. You know what?
With the roller coaster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had
3.
to.
You never seen it?
No, I watched all of them on YouTube because I don't like any of the story. I just went all to death.
I don't think it's likely to die from that. Roller coasters, I don't feel unsafe on a roller coaster.
No.
You're more likely to die on the way to Disney in the car.
That's
than
what they said in
at
the
Disney.
movie. That's
Yeah.
what they said in the movie. It's true.
So I went
Did you put that thing on the back of your head?
No, I don't get really motion sickness, but I went and I stayed at the hotel Disney California Adventure because I thought when I think of going to Disney in LA, I think of that fucking 7, 8 a.m. trying to get a bunch of faggots into an SUV to drive to Anaheim, being in a parking lot at 8 a.m. trying to that whole pre-Disney rigmarole is not worth the squeeze to me.
Sure.
So I was like, all right, I'll go. What if I get a room the night before
In Splash Mountain.
in the Splash Mountain?
Like at the
It's not
top of
called
the
Splash
mountain.
anymore.
Oh, it's not. It's called.
It's Tiana's something adventure. Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Princess and the Frog. So
the Princess and the Frog. Well, Frog Mountain.
Frog Mountain.
You get
Yes,
a room in Frog Mountain.
It's Frog Mountain.
A suite.
Frogger Mountain.
Yeah.
So I stayed at the Disney California Adventure. Now, last time I went there, which was pre-COVID, I'm not a Disney gay. Don't look at my outfit. It's just merchandise. So I haven't gone since 2018 probably. But I was like, you know what? If I'm going to go, I'm going to be Miss Thing. And I'm going to get a room the night before so I can wake up and walk into the park because you're staying at a hotel.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Okay.
Wake up in the park. Wow. I
Frog
want to go on a
Mountain.
ride. It's right there.
Yeah.
Rather than, hey, let's get the faggots into a car at 7 a.m. to try to get to Anaheim.
Anaheim. Yeah.
You're waiting in the car for everyone to quaff their
Yeah.
mushroom cut and put the glitter
Put
on
on
their
their piece.
pubes and put in their contact lenses and their fake teeth and get in the car, right? So waking up like do 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 do, like oh
Yeah, Frog Mountain.
The night before, I had the lightning. I got the lightning premiere pass, which I guess is cut the lines, which was $349 extra per person, but
Bloop.
Very horny.
Yeah, you're not gonna go.
Very horny.
I always factor in that, like people say, oh well, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's like, well, then I won't go. If there's either that or nothing.
Right. And I am afraid to say how much these things are because, frankly, I get roasted for spending money. But I'm just going to be honest with people and say that I spent the money.
You're not going to apologize for being rich and beautiful.
No. So $349 a person. I would say, if you're a Disney all the time person, go like every 5 years and get the cunty pass and fuck those lines.
What do you think about all the children? When I talk about children, I'm talking about teeny weenies.
Well, can I tell you what Disney really is?
It's a daycare.
Park. It's a stroller park.
It is. 4 of them. You ever seen the 4?
Oh yeah, I'm laid across.
2 twins. I got 2 twins. I got 2 sets of twins, and we're all going the same speed.
If I had kids, they would be pushing me in a fucking stroller.
Oh my god!
I'd have stirrups like a gynecologist. I'd be like, faster, kiddo.
Why would you be going like that? Why would you be going ass first?
Well, I'm also looking around. You know what I mean? Because
there were so many strollers there. It was stroller-geddon.
It's stroller-geddon. If you go to Fantasyland, which there is just okay. So this is a lot going on. Mm-hmm. So I go the first day, the Lightning Premiere Pass. The second day, I got one of those horny VIP guides.
Oh, see, that's what I was going to ask you. That's what they do is Six Flags.
I got one of those.
That's like the best thing you could do is Six Flags.
Horny fucking horny, horny
where they just usher you.
They wear plaid. I asked if I could say their name. Their name was Caitlin.
Okay.
And Caitlin, I said, girl, here's all the rides I want to ride today. Mm-hmm. And she said, all right, let's go.
They put an itinerary together.
Well, also, if you're like me and you walk around Disney and you have a million questions, I'm like, when was that built? Who's that? Do you know them?
Yeah.
Every time we cross somebody, mind you, I asked her, how many people work here? I said, what, couple thousand? She said, something like 20, 30,000 people or whatever work there. And I said, or no, I said a couple. It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And so but then even every time we passed somebody who worked there, I'd be like, did you know her?
God.
Do you know her? Do you guys have lunch in the break room together?
Annoying.
But then I'm like, how does that ride? What's this? And then all this inside tea, right? So then I'm like, I want you to get me on all these rides. And I said, well, what does Miss Jada Pinkett Smith do? How do the celebs get in the back entrance? I want to enter these rides rectally, right? I want the Jennifer Lawrence treatment. And she said, well, we call it a high profile guest. And that's only for guests where if they're like getting recognized so much that it interrupts their trip. So I take off my sunglasses. I'm cheating out. I'm looking for blue hair. I'm looking for neck tattoos.
Nothing.
Because they're babies. The only people well, it was the morning. Oh. The gays aren't there yet. And the girls. So the only people who are there are families. And of course, the people who work there know you and I, but they can't say anything.
Right.
So they're just like, nice to see you. And I said, why am I in line? You know what I mean? So I'm cheating out. Finally, an hour and a half in, somebody comes up to me and I go, oh my God, my experience is being interrupted. I'm not enjoying myself because of my high profile status at Disneyland. Yeah. And then the guy goes, all right, one of my colleagues saw you get recognized and called it in. So I see here they upgraded you to high profile. So guess who got to walk in the rectal entrance of every single ride?
Jada Pinkett Smith.
Walk in the exit and say how many times you want to ride it.
Oh, fierce.
I'd like to ride the Incredicoaster 3 times and I'd like to walk in the end.
But what are you doing there as a grown-ass man?
Riding the rides.
Those rides ain't shit.
But it doesn't always have to be pulse-pounding horror. I like some of the story rides. I like the chill vibes.
They're like carnival rides.
Yeah, I like some of that. Or like the Peter Pan ride, which is the story of Peter Pan. You don't like Pirates of the Caribbean? You don't like Indiana Jones? Those are like story rides.
I like the Jurassic Park one because the dinosaurs are really fucking scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
They were scary. The second one, what they do, the fake out,
is very scary. That one is really scary. Yeah, and Matterhorn, I don't like that shit. But of course I wrote it.
Yeah. The Yeti.
Hate that. And then Jungle Cruise, they got the animatronic gorillas too, and I was not down with that either. Sick.
I like the Jurassic Park one because you go in the water too.
Yeah, you go in the water.
It's lovely. It's a good ambiance.
It's all normal until it isn't on that ride. It starts out fun and normal and it gets fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Same with
the Mummy. Love her. She goes back and front.
Yeah. The Mummy's good too. Too short.
They're all too short.
You're
gonna wait in line for 2.5 hours for a 30-second ride. Get out of here.
Well, California used to be California Screamin'. Now it's the Incredicoaster. That's a pretty long roller coaster. I did that a couple times. That was fun. It's the one that's like 3, 2, 1 and just launches you.
Yeah,
love that.
Nice. That's nice.
Space Mountain. I don't get why everybody nuts for that shit.
It's like Atari.
My face in the dark is just
beepity boop boop. Beepity boop boop.
You can't see.
Beepity boop boop. Yeah.
You can't see anything.
It's not great.
It's not great, but I got to tell you about the Star War.
Okay.
Because I rode Star War, Rise of the Resistance. Fina told me, wait till you ride it. It's cunty. But I've never seen Star Wars.
Okay, but you literally have to get up. You have to get up and walk.
You do walk, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's like multiple rides within a ride.
Crazy to me. I was like, I feel like that's like I'm going to go to the grocery store and bag my own groceries.
Right. But no.
Do you know what I mean?
Bitch, you haven't ridden it. So don't try to talk about shit you've never done, bitch.
I have. I've been in it.
There's like, first it's this ride, then it's this. It's like 3 rides.
Yeah, you got to move. You got to get up and move. I'm not going to, when I get into a ride, you know what I do? I get to sit down and be scared shitless.
Right.
That's what I want.
Well, maybe Disney's not for you.
It's not for me because I hate
But is it
children.
okay that I went? Like, it's kind of like, you're very Christian right now where other people not being Christian is pissing you off. Because I liked a weekend at Disney. You're mad.
I'm pissed.
You're mad.
I'm pissed.
I'm sorry you were shitting yourself in your moldy fucking apartment, ho, but I was enjoying myself. All right? So fuck me. Let's take a break.
Oh my God. Damn. I hate it. This episode is brought to you by Via, with their amazing lines of both THC and THC-free products. Listen, friends, just like Vin Diesel in the Fastest and Furiousest franchise, life moves fast. And if you can't meditate because your loud neighbor is watching a Dune marathon and the sandworm noises are cutting through your wall like a crisp knife through a House Atreides soldier's flesh, you need to find a way to relax, recharge, and stay focused without making things more complicated. That's why I love Via, because they actually make feeling good easy. Via is changing the game in natural wellness, combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create real, effect-driven results, not just fancy packaging and empty promises. Do you want more sleep? Via's got you covered. What about a little boost in the boudoir? Via can help. Or maybe you just need to chill out because your stress levels are currently at punching your Dune-loving neighbor in the face levels. Whatever you need, Via has a solution for you. Treat yourself to 15% off and get a free gift with your first order using our exclusive code BALD at viahemp.com. VIIA hemp.com. And here's the best part. Via lets you customize your experience. With products ranging from 0 to high cannabinoid levels, they've got options for everyone. We're talking award-winning effect-forward gummies, premium indoor-grown THC flower, and calming drops, all made with organic lab-tested hemp from trusted independent American farms. None of that mystery gas station nonsense. The best part? You don't have to jump through hoops or get some weird doctor's note. Via legally ships nationwide discreetly, because let's be real, your nosy neighbors don't need to know your business. No medical card required, no sketchy parking lot meetups, just straight to your door with a worry-free guarantee. I've been using the THC-free Zen CBD sleep gummies, and let me tell you, honey, I've been sleeping so well that my dermatologist accused me of getting a black market facial. And I was like, no, Aurelia Lunar Tree, it's because I'm getting 8 hours of restful sleep every night, all thanks to Via Zen CBD sleep gummies. If you want to be like me and you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code BALD to receive 15% off, free shipping on orders over $100, and if you're new to Via, get a free gift of your choice. After you purchase, they ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, some days I open my eyes as the morning sun greets me in my 4-post bed, and I think to myself, what would Leslie Jordan do today to make the world a better place? Perhaps a song, a little dance, a sharp retort that both makes you laugh and think. But even Leslie Jordan didn't have all the answers. He knew when to ask questions or seek support from his community. And that, friends and countrymen, is what I'm here to talk about. In a society that glorifies hyper-independence, it's easy to forget that we're all better when we have a support system behind us. Therapy can be a great source of support for anyone. If you're a high-powered big city CEO of a baby food company who suddenly inherits an orphaned infant from a distant relative, you're going to need some support. And if you're not the main character from the hit 1987 movie Baby Boom, sometimes you need to shift the focus from doing it all to knowing when to ask for help. BetterHelp can be that support when you've had the worst week of your life at the office. I mean, on one side of your cubicle, you've got Lisa from accounting who won't stop hounding you for the expense receipts from the client dinner at Tequila Mockingbird. And on the other side, you've got Ken from HR who keeps saying you can't take a bereavement day due to the passing of your beloved pet cricket, Crick Jagger.
Sometimes you just need a little bit of support to deal with that work stress, and that's where therapy comes in. Therapy helped me realize that even though I didn't make partner at my firm, I'm good enough, smart enough, and gosh darn it, I'm a lovely human being and people like the cut of my jib. BetterHelp helped me and they can help you too, all from the comfort of your couch, your car, or even your big city office. You can easily switch therapists anytime at no extra cost, and it's fully online, making therapy affordable and convenient. BetterHelp is currently serving over 5 million people worldwide who decided to get help. So drop what you're doing and access a diverse network of more than 30,000 credentialed therapists with a wide range of specialties. Build your support system with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/bald today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/bald.
So then I ate a lot of the food.
Right.
And then, I knew that Splash Mountain was now Tiana's Bayou Adventure, but I never seen Princess and the Frog.
Me neither.
So I watched it before the ride, so I would know who was in the ride.
Okay.
Lovely ride. It's Splash Mountain with really cool animatronics.
Okay.
I thought Star Wars was cool. I've never seen Star Wars, so it was still pretty straightforward what was going on. And I knew, that's a celebrity. That's doing at the end of the rides, they're like, thanks, Captain. We made it. And you're like, thanks, Chris Pratt, whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm always wondering how much to get paid, and that's always in their contract when they do one of those movies, because those movies are just money laundering for the rides.
That'd be so fun.
Yeah.
What if we had you got to be in a ride and you got to be like, all right, don't forget to fasten your seatbelts.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I love the
Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yeah. Running in heels. Love that. Running in heels.
Running in the heels.
What is it? What's the one? The Universal. Universal's like that. They have like the rides that don't really move. They're all video, but they look like
I don't like that.
You don't like that? It's motion sickness.
Makes you sick.
Simpsons.
Sickness.
That's what I was gonna say.
Simpsons is
wild.
Some big guy coming out and just beating the hell out of you.
It's wild, and then you realize at the end you didn't go anywhere. That's wild to me.
And your head hurts. My brain is not made to jog around in my head like that.
Yeah, I love it, but yeah, I get it.
I always really like Haunted Mansion, even though that's kind of like a baby ride. I mean, it's not like a thrill ride. I like Haunted Mansion. It was fun. And also, I never go see the shows because normally I'm so busy trying to ride rides. But since I had the guide, I did everything I wanted to do by 4:00. So I was like, I guess let's go see Fantasmic. The water and the lights and the people singing and all that.
Oh.
So I went to see Fantasmic and I ate an edible. And I swear to God, when the Peter Pan ship, I'm watching, I'm like, oh, it's water, it's spraying, whatever. I look over to the right and I go, surely I'm not seeing this. Like I just was I'd lifted off at that point. The giant pirate ship with fucking Peter Pan and Hook and Wendy on it. And I was like,
were they really on it? Or was it Mushroom Land?
Well, it was really them, but it was actors, obviously.
Oh, okay. No, but they were real people.
They were real people.
Okay.
Yeah, there's real people. And who knows if Peter Pan looked young? It was far away. It's probably somebody in their 70s. So I really liked it. To be honest, I haven't gone since like 2019, and I would say that's a good 5 years, 6 years between is lovely. When I first moved here, I feel like I went like once a year because I was like, wow, we're so close to Disney. And I'm like, every 5 years is good.
Yeah.
And
they should do a baby night, no baby night. They do a no baby night? Baby, baby.
I don't know.
I think they should.
Small World was closed, which I kind of wanted to see Small World. It was closed.
What's that? Just little.
It's a small world after all. And there's like little puppets from all over the world. We got the girls from Did
you go to Pac-Man? Not Pac-Man. Oh no, that's Universal.
That's Universal. Also, I have had this hat for like 10 years and I pulled it out being like, wow, Pac Rat me. Or like Pac Mouse.
You wore that?
Yes, I did. So I was like, I'm going to wear my hat that I've had for 10 years because you know what? I paid for it. And I go there and I go, look, guide, look, I have a hat. I said, I noticed nobody else has this hat. I thought this was like the standard Disney hat. And I was like, is this cringe millennial hat? Is this old? And she was like, yeah, that's like, nobody wears that anymore. And I was like, okay.
Fierce.
Perfect. I guess just fuck me then. Well, I guess long story short, I wouldn't say that for me, you have to let a lot of years go by to remember what you think Disney's like and then go. I just don't. I like it. I don't know about it as like a real full-time hobby. Because some people, Disney is their real hobby. And I think that's fine. But after 2 days there, I was like, yeah, I'm good for a few more years.
I'm worried. I'm curious about what the Disney gay person thinks about all the babies, because I couldn't believe how many babies there were, and that was a real bummer to me. Because it's a very baby-centric
families.
Yeah.
Kids.
Totally. Which I mean, I think is great. And I think it's wonderful that they have so many stroller options and like it is one of the most ADI compliant, or what do you even ADA compliant places in the world.
A lot of scooters.
No smoking. Very anti-smoking, pro-baby, which I think is fabulous, because that's those crowds are very in sync with that.
Well, I also think it's a lot of walking. So the parents who want to walk that much probably are young enough to have very young children, right? I mean, a lot of the people on scooters were older people, but they also told me you can bring your own scooter there or you can rent. Because I asked, I was like, there's so many scooters. Does everybody bring these? And they were like, oh, the blue ones are probably rentals, but the rest of them people bring. And then get this, I said, do people ever steal the strollers? Because I had the guide. So I was like, I'm so cheap. I was like, I'm going to ask you so many questions because if I'm paying you to be here, I'm going to ask shit that doesn't even matter.
Like, how much baby shit is there?
I was like, so what happens to the strollers? Like, there's so many sitting here unattended. Do people steal from them? And she said, no, but for a while, somebody was taking everything, they weren't stealing what was in the stroller. They would take everything in the stroller, dump it on the ground, and take the stroller out of here and sell it. People are just going to Disney to steal strollers because you could just walk out with the stroller and no one's going to say anything. Right. And if you're some guy reveling through the stroller, you're probably like, oh, that's a dad looking for the binky.
Oh, right. You know? Yes. Totally.
So, but some of these strollers, like, what is it? The Move, or I forget what it's called. That one brand where they're like $1,200.
Yeah.
I mean, you could just go resell that on the internet and make. I saw somebody on TikTok talking about, oh, somebody keeps finding me at the airports asking me to sign stuff. I guess that's happening to everyone now.
Really?
Yes.
Ooh, it's happening to little Peter Pan.
Well, no, it's happening
to the Frog Princess.
Coco Gauff, this tennis player I love, she commented on it. She was like, this has happened to me.
Get out of here.
And the person in the video was like, it makes me feel unsafe. And when you ask how they knew you were there, they give you a bogus answer like, well, we just figured. No, you didn't. Somebody told you I was going to be here on this exact flight looking up my real fucking name.
I want to know who spills the beans.
Oh my, you know what? God bless the next person who tries to do that to me at the airport because it's on site. It's a complete blow up. I'm not doing it.
They're going to get killed.
Why don't I come to your house?
They're going to get murdered.
And ask you to write your name.
Did someone say something about you signing something for me?
Like, I don't say this lightly. I love everyone. Get a job, bitch.
Yeah.
Any job.
Yeah.
Not harassing people at the airport.
Yeah. Get some mediation gigs.
I don't see it.
No.
The only thing I like about it is then if somebody buys it online, at least it's a real signature. Because if you Google yourself on eBay, you will find a lot of fake signed shit.
Oh, good.
Fans paying top dollar for something that you didn't really sign. That feels bad.
Yeah. I feel like though in this day and age, you got to have some street smarts about you. Like if a signature is really, 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 really that important to you, I'm going to say I need to see it signed.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
The picture. Well, have you noticed the scalpers also want a picture with you?
Yes. That's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I hope that they all
get food poisoning.
No, I don't. I hope that they do get black mold though. And I hope that they do have to.
But not both at the same time. No, that's inhumane.
It's just too much.
This episode is brought to you by Ritual. Recently, I went on a road trip up the California coast with my friend Laser Star Muffin, who designs bespoke toothbrushes for celebrities. And that's not even the weirdest thing about him. He also claims that he has never eaten a vegetable. Apparently, there was one time his mother stuffed a green bean inside a steak, but he detected the change in texture whilst chewing and spit it out. As you can imagine, his gut microbiome is an absolute nightmare. After the 5th time we had to roll down the windows on the 101 due to the overwhelming odor from his flatulence, we got to talking about Ritual. I told him all about his flora and fauna and how the gut microbiome is key to our mental health, immunity, and of course, digestion. With Ritual's Synbiotic Plus, a 3-in-1 supplement of clinically studied pre, pro, and postbiotics, you can help support a balanced gut microbiome with daily use. For instance, do you know the difference between prebiotics, probiotics, and postbiotics? You may think they're all the same thing, but you'd be horribly wrong. Well, different. They actually work together in perfect harmony, Deborah. Probiotics contain the live microorganisms themselves, the kind that make up a flourishing microbiome. Prebiotics contain the nutrients those microorganisms need, and postbiotics are natural byproducts that support the gut barrier. I've raved to Laser about how Ritual Symbiotic Plus helped transform me from a bloated goblin to the cool, calm, and regular pooping gentleman recording this podcast ad right now. And it's not just me screaming from the mountaintop about Ritual. In a study that modeled the human colon, Symbiotic Plus increased the growth of beneficial bacteria and microbial diversity. It's designed with a delayed release capsule to help reach the colon, not the stomach, an ideal place for probiotics to survive and grow. All it takes is one daily mint-scented capsule for simple, streamlined gut support. Plus, it's vegan-friendly and formulated without GMOs, major allergens, animal products, shady fillers, and artificial colors. So get your gut going. Support a balanced gut microbiome with Ritual Symbiotic Plus. Get 25% off your first month at ritual.com/bald. That's ritual.com/bald for 25% off your first month. This episode is brought to you by Marley Spoon. As every new year begins, I tell my husband Jeffrey that this year we're finally going to do two things: paint the shutters a tasteful teal to match the eucalyptus trees in the front yard, and start a better meal routine. And every year I hear about the ugly navy blue shutters from nosy Susan across the street, and our meal routine remains the same mix of hectic insanity. It's just random things thrown together at the last minute. Listen, folks. When taking little Jimmy to t-ball practice and Jasmine to dance lessons eliminates any free time you have to meal prep, let Marley Spoon lend a hand. Marley Spoon can help you fast-track your way to eating well without all the stress. And with our code BALD, you can get up to 27 free meals. As you all know, I hate to cook. But when I do cook, I hate spending hours in the kitchen. Marley Spoon's new 15-minute express recipes are exactly what they sound like. They're convenient, delicious, and on the table in minutes. You'll find these on every weekly menu, and if you've got a few extra minutes, they have some great 20-minute options too. My personal favorite hack, they're sheet pan dinners. Literally throw everything on one pan and boom, you're done. It's meal magic. My favorite recent meal from Marley Spoon was their express chili lime chicken ball. It was insanely easy to make and ready in just minutes, so Jeffrey and I could microwave some popcorn and have plenty of time for family movie night. And if you're really in a hurry, Marley Spoon also has delicious ready-to-heat meals when you don't feel like lifting a single finger after spin class. Life is difficult enough. When it's time to eat, I want it to be easy, fast, and delicious. Heck, if I started a meal delivery service, it would literally be exactly what Marley Spoon does. And the best part, there are times when I almost feel like a professional chef. I look down at the plate and think out loud, "Miss Thing, you did that." Marley Spoon gives you over 100 recipes to choose from each week. We're talking everything from cozy comfort food like the big batch of beef stroganoff to lighter options like the salmon and creamy mustard dill sauce tray bake. There's literally something for every mood. This new year, fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/bald and use code BALD for up to 27 free meals. That's right, up to 27 free meals with Marley Spoon. One last time, that's marleyspoon.com/offer/bald for up to 27 free meals, and make sure you use our promo code BALD so they know we sent you.
Today's episode of Bald and Beautiful is sponsored by Airbnb, baby. Let me tell you, pretty much any trip would be better with Airbnb. I recently went up to my hometown of Wasaki, Wisconsin. We do have 2 motels in our town, very small motels, and because I was staying and I wanted to be able to cook breakfast and sleep in a real bed and go on like a nature walk, it was a lot better situation for me to be able to stay in an Airbnb. It was such a good deal. It was amazing. I also like because if I know I'm going somewhere in the future, I'll go through the app and I'll start favoriting, liking, loving different options so that next time I look at this area of Wisconsin that I'm going, it will show different Airbnbs that in the past I've stayed at or liked or been interested in. And that's really nice. It's also good about if I'm going up to visit somewhere, it's nice to have somewhere to ask people to come visit me. When you're staying in a hotel, it kind of feels like, well, I always have to leave to hang out with someone. I'm not going to have people in my room because there's, it's just beds. So when you're staying in an Airbnb, there's a dining room table, there's a kitchen, there's, somewhere to relax and watch television. And that's really nice. If you want more space, more privacy, a better location, and the most loved homes, check out Airbnb.com or download the Airbnb app.
I hope that they never have the pleasure of watching Fargo season 5. That I do hope.
You love her. I watched that movie the other day. We talked about it.
We did? Oh.
I think. I watched the movie the other day.
Fargo.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It was
kind of
it was kind of poly in the way it presented what genre it is. It was like every genre. It was like a little scary, a little funny, a little drama.
Yeah, it's so good. And they did you would love Fargo season 2 with Miss Kirsten Dunst and Jesse Plemons. It is so good. And in Fargo season 5, she just ripped it up, shit all over it, pissed on it.
Is it on HBO or Max?
I think it's FX or AMC Plus or it's one of those. Paramount Dingleberry. I don't forget.
I've been watching some various items, trying to I watched Princess and the Frog because I was like,
okay.
I felt weirdly racist not having seen the Black Princess movie. And
I'm not up on the Disney shit.
And it came out it's not an old movie, but then I thought, am I really about to go in this park and not have seen the ride dedicated to the
Sure.
So I watched the movie. It was a lovely movie.
You loved it.
I didn't love it, but I did like it.
Okay.
She turns into a frog. She kisses the frog thinking that she's going to cure the frog, and she turns into a frog herself.
Oh, it's like Shrek.
Kind of. Frog Shrek. And then I've been watching 90 Day Fiance. Every few years, I kind of come out of a coffin and I go like, I got to catch up. Because I'm not following it season to season the way I do like Love is Blind, where I'm like, the new one's out, let's go. But 90 Day Fiance, the K-1 visa, these people moving across the world would have 90 days to decide if they're going to marry someone. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
I don't even understand it.
So this season, I was watching season 9. There is a gorgeous, very surged trans girl named Nikki, and she's dating a guy. He's from Moldova.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And he's a personal trainer, and they're so hot for each other, but obviously they're very open about some of the physical incompatibilities they have, because I think he has kind of like some mental blocks about her body.
Okay.
So he's like, I think has feelings for her and affectionate toward her, but has a hard time like going down on her. I feel weird whispering it because she talks about it on the show.
Okay. That's fine. You don't have to
that's
whisper
like,
about it.
that's complicated because we're dealing with a language barrier and sort of like this trans-amorous sort of push and pull of like.
Does he know that?
He knows.
And that's a.
He knows, and
He's so strange.
Well, this is
People are so weird.
This is what was interesting. On camera, he's fine doing huggy, kissy, emotional intimacy, but then they talk about having some barriers in the bedroom, which in my peripheral experience, the men usually have blocks with the emotional stuff, but they want to fuck all the time.
Okay,
right?
I don't know.
So like, It's interesting because I think he obviously has feelings for her in the series, but has kind of his own blocks about her, being trans.
Then you add to the mix, like the third layer of like, this is filmed on television.
It's filmed on television, which is weird because there's cameras around and it shows them in bed cuddling, kissing. But I guess he has a hard time with that. Just seems so weird. Having emotional intimacy on camera is so much deeper than sex. To me,
I don't trust anybody who's on TV.
Right.
Well,
and that's an element that I like about 90 Day Fiance too. It's like a lot of these people come from other countries. They maybe are in love and they do want to move to the United States, but they're also an influencer.
Yeah.
So they are, a lot of them, wanting to be famous in some way. And then I love when they they do this on Love is Blind too, where they're like, well, are you in it for the right reasons? It's like, what is the right reasons? You're all selling, Halo Bear hair vitamins or whatever.
Sugar Bear hair
vitamins. So what is the right reason? You're all in the Crest ad. You're all in the T-Mobile ad. What do you mean? What is the right reason? It's Mint Mobile. So like, what is the reason?
What is the reason? What is the reason for the season? Is it Mint Mobile or is it Crest White Strips?
But then there's this guy from Kentucky and his gal comes from, I believe, Panama. So I might not remember it, but he's living in a studio apartment with dogs and guinea pigs. And his mom.
No, guinea pig. His mom's a
guinea pig. His mom is. So this is the thing. I've lived at all different, I've lived in studio apartments. I've lived very, paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
His mom lives in his closet on a mattress on the floor.
Okay.
And so my thought was,
okie dokie.
which by the way, like I've shared beds with my siblings. I've had 4 kids to a room. I've done that. But I was a kid and I wasn't filming. My thing was, wow, to bring cameras into your home.
And your mom is
he was like, would you like to meet my mom? And like opens the door and she's in there on the floor on a mattress on a tablet. Like, and of course I'm like, wow. Then this is the real drama of the season with them. The real drama was his sister is like, you know what? I don't really know her. She doesn't speak English, but I'm just going to get her drunk because that's truth serum. Drunk words are sober thoughts. So then she gets drunk with the girl and she's like, and they're using Google Translate, of course, on camera. So because she doesn't speak English. And English I've heard is very difficult to learn, right? Of course.
Especially if you're in a closet on the floor.
Besides that, you get your Duolingo, you lay back on the floor.
Yep.
And, I just
in the closet on the floor.
So then they get drunk and the sister's like, it's her bachelorette party. And imagine me a bachelorette party in a room full of people you don't know and can't speak to because you don't know English. And so you're just in your veil and your penis necklace, just like, well, the camera's around. And the sister's like, so I know you think that he tells you that he's going to kick my mom out, but I'm going to tell you right now, those two people are always going to live together. She's always going to be in your life. So you better get used to it.
She's always going to be in the closet on the floor, ho.
The sister's like, she's never moving out. He's lying to you. He's never going to cut the umbilical cord.
That's his lover.
Basically snitching on her, being like, you're about to marry Miss Mama's boy.
Miss Mama on the floor.
Yeah.
Miss Swamp Thing in the closet.
Which I have issue with Mama's boy as a concept because when someone's a daddy's girl, we don't care. But when someone likes their mom, we hate that. I don't know. Liking your mom is not the worst fucking thing somebody's ever done. Okay.
No.
But I don't say that from experience because Val.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. And it was just a very tumultuous season. So then ultimately the sister orders a stripper for the bachelorette party. And the husband is, you guessed it, pissed.
Plucked.
The men love to get the stripper, but if the girl gets a stripper, the men lose their minds.
You get out of here. So what did the stripper do a little lap dance in the closet?
No.
Did they go into the closet?
The closet wasn't involved. It was in one of those like party vans.
Worse.
And then there's Ashley, who meets a guy whose name is Manuel. Ashley's a witch.
She's a witch.
So she's literally at the reunion saging people being like, Manuel, stop it. God. It's really
these
crazy.
people on mentallyill.com. mentalillness.com.
I think they're looking for love. And I think sometimes some of these people, I'm like, I understand like, oh, I live in California and he lives in Seattle and we make it work. It's maybe direct flights. It's international travel relationship. I just am like, fuck.
With Mama on the floor?
A lot of them either meet online or one of them's on vacation or study abroad and they meet while they're abroad.
Okay.
Like Nikki and her boyfriend, Igor.
Okay.
I am personal trainer. Nikki, she worked. And of course in Moldova, he's like, you dress too much. So he tries to take her to buy her like white linen poplin shirts and like jeans. And she's in like a neon bikini with a faux ponytail. Like, I'm not wearing that. It's so awesome.
It's so weird. Listen, if anybody's out there thinking like, oh my God, the love of my life there's only one of her and she's in Moldova. I have some news for you.
Do you know anything about Moldova?
Nothing, not one damn thing.
I think they speak Russian.
They used to.
Oh, okay.
It used to be like part of the Soviet Union.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure they probably still do. But I got to tell you that there's probably five women in this town for you.
Well, that's
in this
the
very
thing.
town
I'm like,
that you live in with your mama on the floor in the closet.
That's the thing.
There's probably 15 on your street.
Yeah. It's a lot of
Mama's on the floor in the closet.
Mama's on the floor in the closet, misbehaving. Okay. So I've seen most seasons 1 through 9, and it's just really wow. Do you know about Muhammad?
You probably told me about
Danielle and Muhammad in the beginning of this series. Muhammad is like, I'll just play the audio.
Okay.
I'll just play the audio.
Play me the audio.
Where's the phone?
Have you guys ever kissed before that?
Yes.
You have?
Yes.
Were you intimate before that?
Yes.
You have. Okay, so you've kind of consummated the relationship, really. Was there any intimacy after the wedding at all?
After the wedding?
Yes.
There was, but we started facing a problem.
Mama on the floor?
Mind you,
oh.
Danielle's probably maybe Val's age.
Okay.
And Muhammad is maybe 25.
What was the problem?
I don't want to say, this is very private. Instead of taking care of that problem, she was fighting with me over it. This is something that no man in the world can accept that.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. I'm riveted though.
You know it's stinky pussy. You know you're acting. Come on.
And she was sitting on the floor, crying, screaming in front of her teenagers. I want my sex tonight. If you don't give me my sex tonight, I will call the immigration. I will get you deported.
Danielle.
I want my sex tonight.
They have a very difficult relationship. And when they do finally get married, he dips to Miami the next day.
Oh,
It's tough.
So they're just looking for visas and passports.
Not always. Some of them are truly in love and are married and like have kids now. And some of them you're like, wow, this feels underhanded. This feels like you're,
What network is behind all this?
Of course, you know it's
TLC.
You know it's TLC. You
TLC.
know it's fucking TLC, bitch.
TLC, you get out
know
of
it's
here.
TLC.
Can you tell us what he's talking about?
He has told people that I smell and I peed on him.
Okay. This is like
TLC
someone's
is
mom.
going to jail.
This is someone's
TLC, look to your left,
This is
look
like
to your right,
and this is
100% of you are going to jail.
This is like pre-COVID, this clip. Now it's even wilder on 90 Day Fiance. I love 90 Day Fiance. I love it.
This person here, she has some stuff that I don't like. I
Okay,
complain about.
you know what? I don't even want to know.
Then
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much for.
I want my sex tonight.
I want my sex tonight. You give me it, but the pussy smells so bad.
I know.
It's so disgusting. It makes me want to throw up.
And sometimes too, I'm not saying age gaps aren't real because we're in gay world.
Michael Douglas and Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Baby, most people, so many people we know, it's Daddy Warbucks and fucking Danny from The Shining on the tricycle.
Yeah. Little Orphan Annie and then the Terrifier.
Yeah, and then you and I are the twins. Come play with us.
Yeah.
And then we kind of put on our gear and have a play session. Do you know what I mean? Kind of like get geared up and have like a play session. Are you guys into playing? Oh, I played with me and his husband have played before. Played is such a weird.
Don't like it.
I don't like it either. I'm gonna put on my gear and play.
Headgear and play video phone or
Girl.
what? Like what? I can put on my headgear, attach it to my braces, put on my Pac-Man Ultra.
I'm gonna put on my gear and play.
Don't like it.
It's really cunty. I just love 90 Day Fiance. I have one more thing I have to tell you.
Okay, wait.
So I
want to share with something.
Yes,
with
of
you
course.
too.
I just feel like we can share clips as long as it's mostly audio. It doesn't feel weird.
Yes.
Besides, when we shared Amelia Perez on here, that might be the only exposure someone has to Amelia Perez.
That's right. Penis to vagina.
How does
From
it feel to
penis
be
to
the person who
vagina.
mounted the
I feel like-
anti-Amelia Perez movement?
I feel very secure in my role as that. But I want to give a shout out to a gay man,
Who?
Brad Goreski.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. From The Comeback. Why?
Because he has, as a stylist, that man is 10 for 10. He's batting 1,000 when it comes to his client, Ms. Demi Moore. Sweetie.
Did you watch Real Gays of WeHo?
No.
Baby, he was on that.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Baby, he was on it.
But I'm telling you, as a professional stylist to the stars, Hollywood stars, he is batting 1,000.
yeah.
He is 0 for 0 or 1. What do you know the expression is? He has not missed a beat.
0 for O means he's never tried.
No, he's 10 for 10.
Okay. He's only had 10 jobs.
Yeah, no, he takes that crank and he yanks it off every
Right.
time. He goes, yeah. He gets that chainsaw and he cuts off those heads.
Yeah.
He is doing so good and she is looking so perfect. And it's just been not a miss.
The Lord's work.
So good for her and good for him and good for that.
And
little
if you're
peel
Demi
off.
Moore and you were dressed poorly, wouldn't that be a shame?
It would be a shame. Don't
rest
call
of
it a
us are just
comeback.
ugly.
Don't call it a comeback.
The rest of it is just ugly.
Ugly. But I feel like he's laying the groundwork.
Did she kind of like wear gear? Did she have like a puppy mask on and was she kind of like playing? Did she have like a harness on and kind of like a cock cage? And kind of like a cock cage?
No, cock cages at the governor's ball.
What would you do if Demi Moore just showed up in a gay men's harness and
I would take the shotgun that I have placed right on the little the table, and then I would put it in my mouth, and I would go bon appetit and goodbye.
hell yeah.
But can I play? I got to play something. I really do.
Play it.
Okay. Yeah.
Did you want to play later?
Wait.
What would happen in the world if you and I just started fucking? What if we just were like, anyway, new update for you guys. We just
So
been
we're
like
fucking.
Anyway, we're just anyways, you guys, so crazy. It's like a soft launch, but like we've been fucking.
That would be
so gross.
the so weirdest thing ever. Wait.
You're one of those constitutional sheriffs.
Yes, I am. defender of freedom and protector of the common man against the tyranny of the state and all its wicked demands.
Taxes,
Oh, yeah.
the social safety net,
Well, I'd spit, but
respect for the otherly abled.
the whole multicultural panoply. Billy has 2 mothers, etc., etc.
So you want freedom with no responsibility. Son, there's only one person on earth who gets that deal.
President.
A baby. You're fighting for your right to be a baby.
You gotta watch that shit. You gotta watch it.
Who
it's
is
so
it?
good. That's it's Fargo season 5. Jennifer Jason
Oh, I
Leigh
thought
and
that was
John
the
Hamm.
fucking news. It sounded like the news.
No, well,
I thought they were like libertarian weighs in.
That's literally what it is. Like he's like a libertarian sheriff in North Dakota or whatever, or he's just like a the strong arm of the law. And she's a billionaire. And it's so cunty. It's so cunty because they're both villains at the start, and then one of them kind of softens up at the end. It's great.
I love libertarians, but I would describe that sometimes as the worst qualities of both things.
Yeah, totally.
Just the worst.
Yeah, it's
the craziest.
Yeah, yeah. And she's like, she kind of reads him so fiercely. He's like, so you want to be a baby? You want to be a baby? It's so cunty.
You do
So
want to be a
cunty.
baby. I mean, do you want to be a baby?
I am baby.
Right.
Goo goo gaga.
You're pooping your pants.
Hello, poopy and pee pee.
When's the last time you flat out shit your pants? Like full, like hard turd only. The Roach Motel is
Like
full.
wiggle it out the pant leg.
Like yeah, like a summer
turd.
sausage.
Hard
A
turd
summer
on-
sausage running down the leg.
No, I think it was just. I don't think there's been a hard turd incident since
Well,
baby
yeah,
time.
if it's
Then
how are you accidentally farting out a hard turd?
yeah, like you're actively doing that.
You're making that happen.
Yeah.
Oops, I shit a hard turd.
Oops, I shit it again.
Do you like Hollywood Tower of Terror? Do you like the drop rides?
Yeah, like anything. I like maximum impact. I want to be scared the hell. I want to be terrified for my life.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy now.
Oh,
Different theme.
but that doesn't really matter, right? It's the same.
It still drops.
It's the same drop. Yeah,
Love to drop.
it's incredible because you really do feel like you're gonna die. I love that.
You crave death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's good.
I want that bony grip.
Gotta tell you, we have to go, don't we?
We do.
Okay.
I can't look at that girl the same way. I followed her.
Kara?
Imagine the grip.
Oh, I know.
It's so wild.
Yeah. Do you know our merch says Goblin Head Nation?
I guess. Hey. Pour one out for the goblin head.
Pour one out for the Goblin Head Nation. Bye.